in generational studies. So how the baby boomers and Generation X and the millennials all interact with each other. And on Pocket, you'll see there's a ton of art. I don't know whether they send these specifically to me because I'm kind of interested in it, but they probably are. But I am really interested in like how the generations work together. And you know, Generation X get frustrated with millennials because they're like, well, no one helped us do anything, and everyone's helping you do everything, and vice versa, and there's frustration. This election, for the first time in a long, long time, you have 3 distinct generations all voting. And so baby boomers, big generation. Generation X, we're kind of sandwiched in between. I'm an Xer. And then you have the millennials. 50,000 Latino people in America turn 18 every month. So the numbers are going to be huge in terms of who all is voting. And baby boomers, Xers, and millennials have very different viewpoints on the world. They are, baby boomers are starting to think about their retirements, and millennials are thinking, how are we going to pay for your retirement, let alone our own? Generation Xers are thinking, well, I'm paying for her college and my mom's retirements, her health care. And so all of these things, all of this is playing into this 2016. So an interesting study, if you guys are having to do this, if you're looking at one of the future debates, is imagine what it's like to be in those 3 distinct generations, and how, if you had Frank Luntz here doing a dial test, how each of them are very different. So how we communicate, depending on, remember those different audiences, like if you're having to deal with the budget issue, you have distinct audiences. Imagine you're a presidential candidate. So let's take Hillary Clinton, for example. She's got Bernie Sanders coming up on her left. So she's got to say that now she's not for the trade deal. But meanwhile, all of her supporters are like, what do you mean you're not for the trade deal? Because you've been for the trade deal for 30 years. How does that change? What happened? But she's talking to a different audience, both older people and younger people on the trade issue, and she's forgetting this audience over here. Does that matter? I don't know. So I just find the generational issue to be very, very interesting in this election.
It's a difficult calculus because
Very.
The numbers are big in all the spaces.
Yep.
And it's not clear how it all plays out because you have the issues and then you have the weighting of the issues. So environmentalism.
Social Security reform is a big one.
It's a